Hello, Rama Rama Puppotu. Hope all are in good health, feeling great, wonderful, having a happy and peaceful life. Now let's continue with the next part. The midday meal is over. The sun unmercifully raises the afternoon temperature to a degree I have never before experienced. But then we are now in a latitude not so far from the equator. For once, I am grateful that India is favored with a climate which does not foster activity because most of the people have disappeared into the shady groves to take a siesta. I can therefore approach the Maharishi in the way I prefer without undue notice or fuss. I enter the large hall and sit down near him. He half reclines upon some white cushions placed on the divan. An attendant pulls steadily at the cord which operates the punkah fan. The soft burr of the rope and the gentle swish of the fan as it moves through the sultry air sound pleasantly in my ears. The Maharishi holds a folded manuscript book in his hands. He is writing something with extreme slowness. A few minutes after my entry, he puts the book aside and calls a disciple. A few words pass between them in Tamil, and the man tells me that his master wishes to reiterate his regrets at my inability to partake of their food. He explains that they live in a simple life and never having catered to Europeans before do not know what the latter eat. I thank the Maharishi and say that I shall be glad to share their unspiced dishes with them. For the rest, I shall procure some food from the township. I add that I regard the question of diet as being far less important than the quest which has brought me to his hermitage. The sage listens intently, his face calm, imperturbable, and non-committal. It is a good object, he comments at length. This encourages me to enlarge upon the same theme. Master, I have studied our Western philosophies and sciences, lived and worked among the people of our crowded cities, tasted their pleasures, and allowed myself to be caught up in their ambitions. Yet I have also gone into solitary places and wandered there amid the loneliness of deep thought. I have questioned the sages of the West. Now I have turned my face towards the East. I seek more light. The Maharishi nods his head as if to say, Yes, I quite understand. I have heard many opinions, listened to many theories, intellectual proofs of one's belief or another lie piled up all around me. I am tired of them, skeptical of anything which cannot be proved by personal experience. Forgive me for saying so, but I am not religious. Is there anything beyond man's material existence? If so, how can I realize it for myself? The 3 or 4 devotees who are gathered around us stare in surprise. Have I offended the subtle etiquette of the hermitage by speaking so brusquely and boldly to their master? I do not know. Perhaps I do not care. The accumulated weight of many years' desire has unexpectedly escaped my control and passed beyond my lips. If the Maharishi is the right kind of man, surely he will understand and brush aside mere lapses from convention. He makes no verbal reply, but appears to have dropped into some train of thought. Because there is nothing else to do, and because my tongue has now been loosened, I address him for the third time. The wise men of the West, our scientists, are greatly honored for their cleverness, yet they have confessed that they can throw but little light upon the hidden truth behind life. It is said that there are some in your land who can give what our Western sages fail to reveal. Is this so? Can you assist me to experience enlightenment? Or is the search itself a mere delusion? I have now reached my conversational objective and decide to await the Maharishi's response. Let's continue in the next chapter. Thank you. Bye bye. Rama Rama Pupode